Hi guys, I'm Courtney with Clean Valley Council, and today I'm surrounded by Rigsby and his forest friends. I'm here in a local park today, hoping that you guys will join your local park and do your part to keep the valley green and clean by putting litter in its place. In the story that I'm getting ready to read to you, each one of Rigsby's friends encounter litter, and it keeps them from helping Rigsby. So at the end of the story, I'll have some questions for you. Pay attention to what happens to rabbit, owl, toad, and possum as Rigsby enlists their help. And hopefully you'll remember how you can do your part to clean up trash and keep our parks clean.
Rigsby, written and illustrated by Jenny Bingham. I've been hanging from this branch for such a long time, watching, thinking, learning, a lesson here in rhyme. A tiny little fellow, who's so greedy and so smart, set out upon his merry way to feed his selfish heart. Rigsby was a small raccoon who had a tooth for sweets. He scavenged here and there to find all sorts of treats. One day, while he was grabbing food, Rigsby got wrapped in some gum. He hollered for his friends to help, but none of them could come. As you will see real soon when this short story ends, he learned the harm that litter does and learned to help his friends. First, Rigsby ran to Rabbit's house and knocked upon the door. He hoped that he would get some help so he'd be stuck no more. Rabbit said, "Oh me, oh my, oh my, oh me. I think I hear a sound. I cannot see nor can I tell because my head is bound. I sniffed around some litter here. My head got stuck in a cup 'cause someone threw their trash around when they should have picked it up. So Rigsby dear, as you may know, I am no use to you. You'll have to find another friend to do what I can't do." Rigsby ran to Possum's house and knocked upon the door. He hoped that he would get some help so he'd be stuck no more. But Possum said, "Forgive me, friend. I had an accident involving someone's dirty trash as round the woods I went. A broken bottle on the ground that someone tossed just there caused me a problem, as you see. My tail got quite a tear. So Rigsby dear, as you may know, I am no use to you. You'll have to find another friend to do what I can't do." Rigsby ran to Owl's old house and knocked upon the door. He hoped that he would get some help so he'd be stuck no more. Now Owl said, "I am in distress, hoo-hoo, because my wings are tangled. Someone's litter thrown around has caused them to be mangled. While hunting for my evening meal at 9 p.m. last night, I swooped down for a tasty mouse and got strung in a kite. So Rigsby dear, as you may know, I am no use to you. You'll have to find another friend to do what I can't do." So Rigsby ran to Toad's small house and knocked upon the door. He'd hoped that he would get some help so he'd be stuck no more. But Toad said, "No, I cannot help. I'm sorry that I can't. My tongue is twisted badly, and it's bit up at a slant. I tried to catch a fly with it, but missed and hit a trap. It's blister bound and badly bent, stuck in a bottle cap. So Rigsby dear, as you may know, I am no use to you. You'll have to find another friend to do what I can't do." Rigsby then removed his gum by washing in a brook. When the sticky stuff was gone, he had a new outlook. With crafty hands and fingers quick, as raccoons often use, Rigsby had to help his friend. He just could not refuse. He helped free Toad's injured tongue and removed the bottle cap. Rigsby felt glad to help someone escape from such a trap. Because he was so grateful, Toad gave his friend a gift. Crayons and drawing papers gave Rigsby's heart a lift. Rigsby ran to Owl's old house and found him still ensnared. Rigsby knew to help his friend because Owl was very scared. With crafty hands and fingers quick, as raccoons often use, Rigsby had to help his friend. He just could not refuse. He helped to free Owl's mighty wings from the strings of that old kite. Rigsby's heart did take a leap, for he knew he'd done just right. Because he was so grateful, Owl gave his friend a gift. A first aid kit to keep close by gave Rigsby's heart a lift. Then Rigsby ran to Possum's house and found his tail still torn. He'd hoped to find Possum healed, but instead was all forlorn. With crafty hands and fingers quick, as raccoons often use, Rigsby had to help his friend. He just could not refuse. Rigsby fixed the broken tail so Possum now could hang upside down from his tree branch. Possum felt so good he sang. Because he was so grateful, Possum gave his friend a gift. A handy pouch to carry stuff gave Rigsby's heart a lift. Rigsby ran to Rabbit's house and heard a muffled cry. "Please don't let me suffer, friend. Please don't let me die." With crafty hands and fingers quick, as raccoons often use, Rigsby had to help his friend. He just could not refuse. When Rigsby had removed the cup, Rabbit cried out loud, "You really are so kind. I think I should be proud." Because he was so grateful, Rabbit gave his friend a gift. The last dime from his pocket gave Rigsby's heart a lift. But Rigsby knew that his real gift was not in receiving things. His gift was that he now could see the pain that litter brings. His friends gave him the answer, and it was the final clue to show him all the hurtful things that littering can do. With crafty hands and fingers quick, as raccoons often use, Rigsby had to save the park. He just could not refuse. First, he made a lot of signs and got a garbage can. Rigsby found some volunteers who arrived in a van. They picked up all the litter because they knew it was their duty. When they were all done, the park was a place of beauty. So if you want to help us all, pick up the trash you find. When you're through with cups and bags, leave not a trace behind. Rigsby's message to all of you friends: please keep my park pals safe by putting all trash into garbage cans. Thank you.
Hi guys, I want to talk with you a little bit about litter. I want to talk about recycling, reusing, reducing the amount of trash we place in our trash cans. And the fourth R, we talked about those three, but the fourth R, refusing things. Refusing things like taking things in plastic bags. Instead, bring your own reusable bag. Refusing things like plastic straws, and instead bring a metal straw. Refusing things like plastic lids in order to contain your drinks. So when you think about refusing things, styrofoam is another thing. Styrofoam cups can be refused. Pick locations that don't use styrofoam cups for your beverages. When you think about reusing things in order to reduce the amount of garbage that goes in our trash cans, or to think about something before it's recycled, glass is a wonderful thing that we can use over and over again. This glass bottle can be refilled with water, lemonade, tea, or any beverage of your choice. Save the lid, and you've got an entire container. You can also use this for a vase or something else. So reusing objects is very important. Once you're finished with it, make sure to remove the metal cap and place your glass in your recycling bin. Certain places do recycle when we think about it. Objects like paper can be recycled. When we think about cardboard, that can be recycled. Aluminum cans, recycled. So there are lots of great ways to reduce this trash. This brown bin is our compost bin. When you think about scraps or peelings of fruits and vegetables, rotten fruits or vegetables, maybe they sat in your refrigerator a little too long, place those items in the compost bin. And I enjoy each one of the things that you guys are thinking about. When you challenge yourself, I want you to count how many things you can recycle. Reduce that amount of trash. Maybe you challenge your family to shrink that amount of trash for that one day or the entire week. And when you're composting, guess what? You can use that later to turn into wonderful nutrient-rich soil for your flower gardens, vegetable gardens, or around your fruit trees. Thanks, guys. Clean Valley Council appreciates everything you do to take care and be a good Clean Valley guardian.